It's very rare that I agree with men, but I am with you and you're right. And ladies and gentlemen, he is right. In case you are new here, in case you did not know this, I am an ex-spicy worker. Okay, I worked in the strip club for 4 years, about 9 or 10 years ago. I did not grow up in a family full of male-centered women. I literally was pretty much taught, use your beauty, use what you got to get what you want, and these men are just accessories. I was never really taught to see men as human beings because men are not taught to see women as human beings. And when women look at men like humans, and they actually look at them as real people, they start getting their feelings involved and they start talking to men as if they are genuine beings who care about them, that care about what they have to say. So when it came time for me to start college, I wasn't gonna take out a loan. I knew that I was a very beautiful woman, and so I said, you know what? Why should I have to struggle and take out loans and force myself to pay all of these loans back just for me to get an education when I could have men pay for my education? And so that is exactly what I did. I went into the club and I had not only the men in the club, but I literally had boyfriends, ex-boyfriends also be able to help me with my lifestyle as well as get me through school when I did not feel like working. The reason I explain all of that first is because when you work as a, 304, spicy worker, etc., you learn to deal with men strategically. And you learn that dealing with men strategically is always going to have you on the winning side. When you are constantly running your mouth, telling a man your trauma, telling him your business, you are making yourself emotionally vulnerable. The strategy that men need the most in order to work on women to get something from them is they shut up and they let you talk. That is what we do in the strip club to be able to extract money from men. We ask the right questions and let them talk. Because when they are talking, little do they know they are giving you information, and they are giving you information on how to fill a void for them. Every time you women are on a date with a man, y'all talk too goddamn much. Men don't give a fuck about what it is that you have to say on the date. They're not interested in your hobbies. They're not interested in your accomplishments. They're not interested in your dreams. All they want to know is this woman going to let me smash, and what else can I get out of her? Those are the only things that they are honestly thinking whenever they're hearing you talk. I'll never forget, I had went out with a group of girls and we went to a very, very nice restaurant, and they had the seating where it was like one seating would be like a table and then the other side of the seating was a booth. It was a long extended booth with seats on the other side of the table. And ironically, the way that everyone was seated, there was literally a row of 4 different couples, and it was all women on one side and all men on the other side. Because I'm a people watcher, I was observing all of them on their dates. I kid you not, I would say probably 80%, maybe even 90% of the date, the women were talking the whole time. The men were just nodding their heads and using maybe 1 to 2 words. I mean, maybe if they were lucky, maybe 1 to 2 sentences. The woman was talking the whole time. And I guarantee you that during all of those dates that those women were on, those men were gaining a lot of information from those women to be able to know how to use strategy to use it against them, to be able to weaponize it against them, to be able to play it in their favor. You as a woman get to decide how much you are going to open up to a man, but you are a fool to think that he is not going to use the information that you give him as a strategy to use it against you and to extract things from you. Me using strategy with men is the reason why I have not had to have all these heartbreaks. Me using strategy with men is the reason why I have not had to heal constantly, because I don't look at men as real human beings. If you look at men as real human beings, you're going to force them to stop working for things. Men do best when they are constantly in working mode, whether they have to work for sex, whether they have to work to spend time with you, whether they have to work to be seen out in public with you, whether they have to work to be able to get you to say yes to marry them. Because a lot of y'all women got the game messed up. Y'all are so thirsty for a ring that you forget that the man has to ask you and you still have to say yes. No man should be so comfortable asking you to marry him and he knows 100% that you're going to say yes. Because essentially what that means is that you are not strategic. You did not allow him to work for anything. Close your mouth, open your ears, play the game.